Alright, now for this video we're going to show you JavaFX basic again. We're going to commenting the live codes that we have before out, or I'm just going to cut it out for now and maybe paste it somewhere that I may need it again. But we want to see the basic. We said, hey, JavaFX need to extend application, and we learned how to configure that already. And you need to import just the classes that you need. At this point, we have import application and stage, right? And state is the primary stage, the whole Windows. Make sure you have application.launch.args, and then when run, we get the Windows that right GUI for JavaFX. We gotta do alert like a pop-up box. So alert is a class that pretty much do the pop-up box in JavaFX equals to new alert, and you need to give the type alert type, like if you want to do information or warning. So I'm going to do information for now, and of course you need to import JavaFX scene.control.alert in here. You can type it out or just click that suggested adding. Then we can start to do alert and say we can set a title, set alert, set title. We can say hello world, and we can do alert, set the content itself, hello world, right? So let's run this. Now we don't see it showing yet. Let me see if I move it down here. That's gonna be errors because it's looking for not on JavaFX application. It say it has to be under application because alerts must run, right? Like this one is part of JavaFX, not the main. Main pretty much is regular main. It has to be part of JavaFX. It has to be in there. Now, let's see if I add the scene back here, okay? Okay, we do the alert, we add the scene. Let me try this. I'm going to say set the scene to alert. Can we do that? Nope, because it has to be seen. So I have to have the scene in, but I'm going to do on this scene. Scene just represent like the panel on the top of Windows. Windows itself just minimize, maximize, doesn't have the contents. So we have scene and we have, let's see if I can add alert into the scene like that. New scene. Now we have to look at JavaDoc again, right? For the how to do a look at JavaDoc. I'm going to go scene JavaDoc. Because what I want to see is the constructor of the scene. Look at the constructor. It has to be parent. You cannot do the alert. It has to be parent or root type. So I'm not sure if why we can do label. If you see label JavaFX, right? We said okay, is label is part of the parent. You can see that, right? So that's the reason why it's fine, right? Make sense? So that's how you look at the hierarchy here. Is the label is a parent, right? So that's it's okay. Now, as well as when I test with button from the previous video, right? We see that button JavaFX. So let's look at the JavaDoc, right? not JButton. We want button. That is AWT. That's not JavaFX. We have to get it right. JavaDoc. JavaFX. So that's the one. You see, button is also parent. So that's why you can pass a parent in there because it's looking for parent, right? Now we try to alert. Let's say alert, right? JavaDoc. Alert. It is a dialog. It's not a parent. See that? So that's why we can put alert like that. Okay. So that means I'm going to put a label back and put this back. Right. Now, technically, I need to import them. Scene2. Okay. All right. So let's run this application again. Okay, we have hello world. Now, the problem is actually the alert cell is not done yet. Right? That's why we never seen it. We never seen it. So let's comment this out again and do alert dot wait, show and wait. We have to make it to show, right? We didn't make it to show. That's why I never show, right? There you go. Itself should show, right? And then you actually try to show both alert and the view, which you don't really need to show that if you just want to handle the alert. That's done. Right, this is just a graphic user interface to build the windows, not the dialog box. Okay, just to do alert, you just put that inside the start. You don't have to worry about the windows. But if you want to start to put on the windows, that's how you do it. Okay. Then there's an alert, and then you pop out the window. You construct it alert once, and the windows with the label. Now, what we're going to worry about now is how we're going to control the location of this box. Can we do set location or something? Set X. So let's see if I set X to 0. Let's run it. Alert. Let's say set X to 1000. I want to see what if it's doing something. Nope. So we have to find a way to control the location of the alert blocks, right? So let's look at other methods. You can get width, get X, get Y. So what's X? Horizontal location of this dialog. Changing this will move the dialog horizontally, which we should be able to control it, right? Move the dialog vertically. So we should be able to set X, set Y, or let's see, set X. If I set X to 0 again, and set Y to 0. Oh, the problem is we have to set first before we show. That's why, because I happen to show before I set. There you go. So I move it to the top left, right? So you want to move it to the bottom right. Same thing that we did last time. We used toolkits, right? To get the application screen resolution setups, right? So either using toolkits or using this is toolkits or using the graphic environments, right, to get screen width and height. So technically we can just copy the code from what we have done, right? Switch it back here, and if I use two toolkits, okay, then I can technically set X screen width, right, and set height screen height. Now if I run this, of course it's going to go to the bottom right corner where we never going to see it. That's why we have to subtract out with the alert dot get width, right? The alert box itself, right? Just like the dialog box dot get height. And let's rerun again. Alright, so the question now is, why is it in that location, right? So we might want to see, I'm going to subtract a little bit first to see if it's going to go to around the bottom right corner, which is expected 100 and 100. So that means the alert width and height actually looks like it's big. That's why I move it to that location. So screen width and screen height is okay already, right? So the alert box itself, so let's do print out alert get width, and do same alert dot get height. So let's run the application. That's why alert dot get width actually get you nan some number that's not applicable. So it's not really get the width out. So technically it's going to be the default value. That means we should be able to set the width that we want. So let's say we can set to 150 width. Okay, let's do about 200. And then you can set the size of your dialog pretty much. Set height. So let's do about 150. Set height. So in this case, you should be able to get width and get height, right? To replace that, because it should be exactly width and height that you set, right? 200, 150. So it looks like set width and height will not let us actually control the width and height. Like when I set 500, it's going to be by default. So what we're going to do the set dialog pane, okay? And then set dialog pane. I need a dialog pane, which is the values of the dialog pane here. Actually, I need the get, right, dialog pane and set preferred size. Let's say 500 by 500. I need to delete the line that we